The News4JAX I-TEAM getting answers for our viewers who are asking, why is the JEA bill so high for them?
Investigator Jennifer Waugh sat down with the CEO of the public utility after talking with customers who tell her they felt blindsided by their bills.
My bill last year was like $210. This year it's like $310.
Paul Delisle couldn't understand why his bill was so much higher this month until he looked at the breakdown, specifically fuel cost charges. He was billed $133. That same charge was just $57 the same month last year.
Cost is almost triple, 2.5 times.
Have you reached out to JEA? Is anybody giving you an explanation as to why the dramatic increase?
I've emailed JEA twice. I have not gotten one response.
We took Delisle's complaint and the others the I-TEAM has received to JEA.
They have seen a dramatic increase in their electricity bill. Why is that?
Well, they have seen a dramatic increase, and it is driven by the cost of fuel that we use to create electricity.
Jay Stowe is the managing director and CEO.
It's a lot of factors on the reasons why natural gas prices have increased. One of them is the war between Russia and Ukraine. Russia's not selling natural gas to Europe, and so liquefied natural gas is being shipped from the U.S. to Europe, and that's driven up demand. When the demand has increased, it causes the cost to go up.
Is there any way that you can offset that cost so it's not passed on to your customers?
We do everything we can to manage the cost, and we purchase gas ahead of time, and we try to take a look at the cost and be able to manage it as best we can. But we have to pass that on to our customers because it's important that we recover our cost. We're not making a profit on that. We're a locally owned, not-for-profit utility.
Unfortunately, Stowe says fuel costs are not expected to level out until next spring. So the fuel charge on your bill is expected to remain high. Paul Delisle is just trying to hang on until then by cutting where he can.
And I keep my thermostat at 79 during the day. I mean, even when I'm home. I shop every special in the stores. I shop BOGOs. I shop, 3 or 4 different stores now instead of just going to Publix like I used to. I don't hardly go anywhere anymore.
I know, so frustrating. So I wanted to give you some perspective about the price of natural gas and its wildly fluctuating price. I'm going to show you this graph which tracks the price since the beginning of the year. You see where that line is toward the left part of your screen? That's January, and everything to the right is over the last several months. You can see how it's skyrocketed and then it's dipped and it's now skyrocketed again. But if you compare that to January, you can see how much that cost and that price has gone up dramatically. Now, if there is any silver lining, customers should start seeing their electric bills decrease despite the high fuel cost prices. With cooler temperatures this fall, you shouldn't have to run the AC as much, so your electricity usage should drop. Jennifer Waugh, Channel 4, the local station.